Oh, that's a rude welcoming committee, I guess. Let's figure out how to fix this, or if even can. Oh, the let's see. I have to figure out where I found the thing before. Where was it? In the folder here. Looks like you completed your mission in the world, and I understand. I know you wish to return, but the entity called itself OneShot for a reason. That restriction was implemented a long time ago. Removing it is impossible now, at least for me. I do not know the full extent of your powers, so pardon me if this sounds foolish. But if you would be so kind as to test something out for me. A log of your saved progress may exist somewhere on your machine, maybe even in the same location as this journal you are reading now. If this saved progress log takes the form of a file, perhaps you can manipulate it. Try removing it from its current location. A simple deletion will do. Again, I apologize for not knowing the extent of your powers. If what I described confuses you, I am sorry. Well, I have a file right here. Damn it. I have a file right here. So let's see what happens if I delete it. Eh? The hell is that? I'm not sure, but it looks like the game only booted up when I had this thing open. The clover. Man, I wonder what's going on with that. Start. Dedicated to our beloved friend. Hello? Sauce? Wait, why did I say that word? Sauce. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, that's curious. Nico just woke up here. Input password. Password hint. Documents. What? Access denied. Dusty books. It's too dark to read in here. A soft glowing light trickles through the window. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be a remote here? A withered plant sits here. A branch snaps off. The plant. What? I already have the journal? A pair of luminous yellow eyes stares back at Nico. There's no water in the toilet. The tub won't run. I'm guessing I can't even go outside here because the door's locked. I don't have anything to do, really. Can I try using the journal with the window? No. Oh, I'm stuck here. Except the computer says input password, password hint, documents. So let's go back to my documents. And there's a series of images here that I will show in the video. Looks like you were able to remove the restriction. In that case, you're ready to continue. The necessary preparations are already in place. This session might run a very different course depending on your actions. If you can recognize my symbol, you will know what you should do. I confess, it will be risky. The probability that the entity's condition will worsen is quite high. And if that happens, then... Haha, look at me, asking you for favors only to become so apprehensive once you agreed. I understand if you wish to leave some questions unanswered. I understand if you do not believe in a happy resolution. I understand if you are simply afraid of what might happen, because I am afraid too. If you enjoyed the world as is, if you are satisfied with the story as is, if you really do not want to see anything change, for better or for worse, then pretend you never saw this. Carry this session as you normally would. Do not use my journal for anything other than what you are already familiar with. This option will always remain for you, though. That's why I implore you to consider. The Messiah, the world, my children, they all deserve their good ending. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Well, I don't know. Like, I guess it's all clear that maybe I'm not supposed to keep playing the game if the apparently has had a resolution of some sorts, but like Undertale, and I don't really like to keep comparing the two games, but like Undertale, you have the average ending, the normal, regular endings, and then you have the quote-unquote good ending. And I'm not sure if there is an equivalent of a bad ending, but anyway, clearly, as you could see in the image there, in the images, there were a few words, a few letters that were highlighted, and they spell out the word solstice. X is granted. So like, the gist of the game is that you get to more or less come back to this world and figure out what is actually happening with it. And some characters actually realize, mostly the quote-unquote entity and Nico himself, but it's a bit interesting how that works. Let's see what happens with the entity as I speak to it. You found me. Why? You're already too late. Not much of this world remains. This will be apparent once you go outside. This place was never worth saving. Do you still want to try? Then remember this. Your actions here will affect Nico. Your quote-unquote mission is to help Nico leave. But most importantly, no, this does not feel right at all. Have we already been through this, Sauce? That should be impossible. You only had one shot. I wasn't supposed to exist after that. Nico hears the sound of the door unlocking. Sauce? That sounds so familiar. So yeah, everything is a little off. Hello? Anyone? The TV gives off a dangerous looking spark. Sink won't turn on. Inside the refrigerator is a bottle of alcohol. Nico takes it. Nico dips the branch into the alcohol. Wet branch, empty bottle. Nico readies the branch. Ah! Something on the ground glimmers in the firelight. It appears to be a small metallic object wedged into a crack in the floor. Nico digs it up. Basement key. Like, the difference at the start of the game is that Nico doesn't talk to you because apparently, I guess he hasn't had the... Like, the game more or less has the computer introduce Nico to the player, in this case me, Sauce, but it's a bit different here. Oh, thanks to Steam. So if you are on my friends list and you want to watch my broadcasts, let's pick up this light bulb. I still have this open in the background. I don't know if it's gonna be useful at all. I don't remember actually. There's nothing in here. Ad infinitum. It won't turn on. Nico just woke up here. Okay. Like those messages in the images said, I can't. Some things may be a little different in the session I'm playing, or they could be more or less the same. I have something. There are a few things that are different, and it's kind of like. No wait, never mind. I was gonna say something, but I realized I wouldn't make sense. That is a big tower. Robot, it no longer has power. What's left of a robot? Minecart. One of the things that feels the worst in this playthrough, where some things are different, is the fact that Nico doesn't talk to me anymore. That feels very bad, honestly. Ah! That light bulb, you are here. Me? Yes. Welcome to our world, friend. I am most humbled by your presence. Yes. Thanks. Sorry, I'm a little lost. Right. Allow me to explain some things. May I first ask how I arrived here? I'm not sure. I woke up in this weird house. It was really dark. Oh, so you woke up in a familiar dark location. Mm-hmm. Just as my prophecy foretold. Yes. You are the savior we have been waiting for. You will be the one to save our world from eternal darkness. I will now provide you with vital information. Please ask me anything. Can you tell me about this world? I'm not sure where I am exactly. I can't see too far off. Everything's so dark. Or I think I can just speed through this since this is the same dialogue, I believe. Oh yeah, this changes. This is a bit different. For some reason I called out a name, Sauce. I'm not sure why I did that. But then I saw it on a computer too. Ah, that would be our god. Right. I feel like I remember something about that. You do? But wait, did you not just arrive here? Why is that wait lowercase? Shouldn't every word be uppercase? Oh well. I was the one who was supposed to inform you of that. So how did you know? It just made sense, I guess. Have you already contacted Sauce then? Nope. I just have to close my eyes and focus, right? And then he speaks. Hey, Sauce? God? This is going to sound weird, but have we met before? Should I be honest with Nico? I think I'm gonna be honest with Nico, yes. But I don't know who you are though. It's just a weird feeling that I have. Oh, I bet I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry. But it's nice to meet you, Sauce. My name is Nico. Thank you, Nico. I just contacted Sauce. Yeah! Do not be afraid to ask Sauce for assistance. You are the Messiah. I think that's all I have to ask. I wish you luck. Yes. Can you tell me about the tower? Not allowed to answer. Prophecy. Savior arrived from another land, woke up in a strange house, to find the sun and illuminate the world. Okay. So, won't turn on. I believe I needed the crowbar to open that. Here's a map. I don't think there was anything I could even pick up here. I already don't remember much about the start of the game. My memory is not good. I don't think it ever was, honestly. I feel like I just never remember things as I should. I'm sure there are ways to exercise our memory and maybe make it better, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm even launching into this tirade about my memory. I forgot, I mean. Hey, let's make him crush the light. Crush the sun. Oh, he doesn't want to crush the sun. No crushing suns. There's a note here. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think I read this note before. Although the poisonous gas is highly localized to the vent zones, Barian's workers were still recommended to wear gas masks. These masks were mandatory around active vent sites, of course. As more and more of the workforce got replaced by robots, we found ourselves with a surplus of abandoned gas masks. It seemed like a waste to get rid of them all, so we kept a few for emergencies. I don't think I read that note before. Oh, the safe. A metal safe. Seems like it's locked with 6-digit code. I don't remember seeing any 6-digit codes, do you? Enter code. That wasn't it. Let's wait until the game tries to tell me how to do that. I think I saw that before. Oh. Strange black plants. They look like clovers. A robot. No power, just like the rest. The light bulb. So are you the Messiah? That's what I've been told. I expected someone taller. Or at least someone that doesn't look like a kitten. That's what you are, right? Some sort of cat? Nuh-uh. A person. You got the eyes of a cat, but cats walk on 4 legs. Either way, a child like you being the Messiah just doesn't feel right. That robot back there says there's no mistake. I know. Then this is going to sound cold, but I honestly think you're better off just leaving and letting the world die naturally. The world has been falling apart for a long time. But I know that it won't. Gotta keep your power source open, or functional anyway. Wait. I saw you heading towards the direction. It's a little gadget. It looks kind of like a camera. What? Are you okay? You're starting to black out. I saw something? Huh? It was like a really short dream just now. Oh? I saw something like a robot with a yellow eye. That's strange. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah. You know, now that you have mentioned it, there is a robot who always insisted on going back to the abandoned mines, despite how long the mines have been in disrepair. I hope he's okay. Doesn't look broken or anything, but I didn't really see him, you know? Like I said, it was kind of like a dream, and he was up close. Sounds like some kind of visual glitch or hallucination. Whatever it is that living beings have. Does the robot you know of have a yellow eye? I don't think I've seen any other robots like that. I would not know. Never met him myself, only heard of him from a friend of mine. Your friend, huh? Hold on, something in my pocket is... What's... That wasn't glowing before. What is this? That was going to be my question. Where did you get that book? Oh, it was with me when I woke up back at the house. I didn't really question it at the time. I flipped through a couple of pages, but I don't understand a word. Is that just something messiahs are supposed to wake up with? Oh, I have never heard of anything like that. But I know who wrote the book. Oh? However, I've only seen his books with a black clover on the cover. If you went through the trouble of putting yellow phosphor in it, and the fact that you woke up with it in the first place really has me intrigued. Yellow phosphor? Oh yeah, that's the rare phosphor that people think the sun is made of, right? Wait a minute, how do I know that? I don't think anyone's told me about it. I can show you if you'd like. My friend gave me this a long time ago. Pretty. Oh, looks like there's a clover in the necklace too. Like the book. Well, it is the same person. Ooh, that's why I think this journal would be important. You said it just started glowing? Yeah? That was right after your vision then. This has to mean something. Maybe you should at least try to read it again. Glowing journal. It's glowing now? Aha. Oh, I found this page. Looks kind of like a drawing of this room. Maybe it's telling me we should come here, which we did already. So it looks like we're on the right track. I lined the area with the picture and that happened. What just happened? I'm not sure. I wasn't looking. To be honest, neither was I. I was just taking a closer look at the journal. And then I found this page that looks like a drawing of this room. When I looked back up, this minecart just showed up out of thin air. Should I be worried? This looks like a standard issue minecart though. Which means it likely detected the motion in this room and sent itself over. Ah, that does make sense. I'm just surprised it still works. Guess it means you'll have a working vehicle now. Not sure why you would want to visit the deeper mines, but if you wanted to, we now have that option. Is the minecart even going to fit both of us? No. But I wanted you to come with us. I know I've got sauce, but honestly, this place gives me the creeps. Oh, I can still come with. I'll just have to follow along on the rails. But doesn't it look a little precarious? The magnetic rails can hold me in place. It's only ever dangerous to walk on if you're an organic being. Which you are. Gotcha. I'll be waiting here if you need me. I need you. Okay, here we go. I guess I have to control myself manually here. Hello. Do you need anything? Nah. Okay. I do not recognize this place in the protocol. This isn't what I'm supposed to be showing you at all. How did you get here? I can only think of one person. He contacted you? How long has he been doing this? It doesn't matter at this point. You are going out of bounds. Return to playable area. You should turn back. Please turn back. Bad things are going to happen. Very bad things. At this rate, Nico will be in danger. Please turn back. Oh, what's wrong? I have a bad feeling about this all of a sudden. Feels like I should not be here. Do you want to head back then? I don't know. What do you think, Sauce? Should we head back? Continue forward. Sauce says we should keep going. Alright. Because you see, when a game tells me to do things, I do the exact opposite all the time in order to maximize the time I have to make you have people watch me in case they want to see the game play. Nah, just kidding. This is just what I'm supposed to do here. Me personally, not like Nico. Nico should listen to the voice. Hello, do you need anything? Nah, okay. Oh, the cart stopped. Looks like this is as far as the tracks go. So, where are we? One of the old observation rooms. Looks like it's still mostly intact. What? Huh? I mean, huh? The terminal just reactivated. Oh, but the power was cut off so long ago. Weird. Maybe it runs on battery? No, that's not it. Whatever it is, I need to investigate. Okay. Will you be okay for yourself for a bit? Don't worry, Sauce is with me. Alright, stay safe. Some sort of computer. Oh. Power cell. How's it going? Not ideal. Looks like these terminals are running in a completely separate power source. I can't really recognize any of the data formats on this terminal either. This is all new, or at least encrypted. I will need to analyze it through my own system. Might take some time, so you don't need to stay. It's a power cell, I think. Oh, the word Profit Bot is written on the side. Didn't notice that earlier. There are a lot of small glowing shrimp swimming in the jar. Wasn't Profit Bot powered by a power cell way back in the outpost? Who's this? I recognize the light in your eyes. You are the person I am destined to meet. What is your name? I'm Nico. Do you know who sent you? Oh, no? Wait, do you mean who sent me to this world? There was a robot a while back who told me about how I'm the Messiah and stuff, so I'm guessing Sauce sent me, with them being gone and all. The robot looks a bit like you even. Maybe you know each other? I cannot say. Oh? A lot of my memories have been removed for safety reasons. Your memories were removed? That's terrible! Wait, I'm guessing that's less of a big deal for a robot. I'm going to assume you do not know who sent you. How did you get here then? How did you reach this room? Oh, we got here in a minecart, but the minecart wasn't there when you entered the mines, was it? Oh yeah. So how did you find it? I didn't really find it. The robot lady thinks it was just a minecart coming to us, but I remember looking at the journal when it happened. And when I looked up again, the cart was just there. Poof, just like that. Interesting. Please show me this journal. Okay. Then it has already begun. There, here. What is that? I am entrusting you with my main memory disk. You have passed the first test by showing me the book. Now you will need to find a way to install the backup. Before you do that though, someone else is with you, right? Someone aside from Sauce. A resident of this world. Yeah, the robot lady with the red hair. She's in the computer room right now. Then please do not tell her you found me. At least not yet. It can't be seen like this. Okay. Please help me restore my memory. Bring the disk back once you have the backup. Residential tracking machine. For reference and explanation of the symbols. Cross. Medical units are assigned to this building. Robot. A robot is assigned to this building. Electricity. A power cell is assigned to this building. Let's assign electricity to all the buildings. Profit Bot 0 Backup System 1.0. Please insert this. Yep, that's a computer. Alright. Error. Backup request denied. What? Dormitory assignments are not up to date. Please configure the residential tracking machine to continue. Okay then. So I have to figure out what is the actual layout of this place. I guess I have to look into the buildings and see which of them have energy, which of them have the robot, which of them is the the medicine, the infirmary. This observation room isn't for the mines. I've actually never been inside into this particular one. Really? You recognize it at first though. They all look the same. Fair enough. I did find something interesting though. All the databases seem to encode video feeds. Right now I can see various places in the barrens. The outposts, the residential areas, even my own house. They're all shot from a top-down perspective too, which means the cameras would have to be in the air. But I've never seen any cameras around. That's kind of spooky. Might go investigate later, yeah. But did you find anything interesting in the back room? You were in there for a while. Yeah, we found a dead end? I see. Oh, found another video feed. I should definitely look for the cameras later. This is really bothering me. Well, she told me I could leave whenever, so... I wonder if I get at least a little... like something like a shortcut, I guess. Oh, there you go, I skipped the middle map in the middle. The middle map in the middle, you know? Let's see, what does it say here? This is some kind of power cell apparently. The word silver is written on the side. Why does it say that? It's the name of the robot. Silver. Whatever. Anyway, I don't remember if I actually need to go through with the gameplay, the expected gameplay of this area. If I need to restore the power to the building, to the outpost, and I don't remember if I have to do all that. I do remember. Oh shit! I can't go in here. It hurts to breathe. It has been a few years, I think, since I played this game. So, at least 1 year anyway. I want to say. But like... Anyway... I do believe I didn't get the metal bar that I'm supposed to use to make the crowbar. I don't think I did get that bar. It was supposed to be... Oh no, never mind. It was supposed to be at the... in a... one of these buses, right? These trolley cars. These stranded trolley cars. I just have to look for it. Oh, what the? Oh no, it's some weird square stuff. Here it is. It's a metal pipe. Must have broken off from one of these terminals. I'm a little tired. Ready to take a nap? Not yet. Not yet, my man. Although I don't remember if I even get to take naps in the quote-unquote true playthrough. Let's power the robots at least. Because I do need to get the gas masks to even go to the dormitory area to see how to assign the places. Can I crush the memory disk? Yeah, I guess not. Oh, damn it. Let's see, again, I have to open this box. This crowbar. No metal cube, it's some broken glass. I still keep the crowbar. Oh yeah, I toss it later. Broken battery. Can't combine those. Now let's put the battery in the thing and power this place up. Also, just to confirm, this says Profit Bot. So That means the other robot is also a Prophet bot. The yellow-eyed robot. I'm functional, I can walk. Documents. I can't seem to make the computer do anything else. Documents, huh? Seems like I have to do the thing. Oh, that's simple. 382086. Guess that's a lot better than the one that couldn't be read. That looked like garbled things that are garbled. Now to find the safe so I can get the gas mask and sneak up to the... God damn it, what was it? 86? 86. Oh, it worked! Wait, how did you know the cold sauce? I still don't remember seeing one. I had some help. Really? From who? Don't worry about it. Okay. What's in the safe? Oh, right. Let's see. I found a gas mask. It's empty. Dang it. What is that? What the heck is that? Well, let's go find out the housing arrangements. I should be fine with this mask on. I shouldn't need to do the stuff with that robot that you clean the rust out of him. It's a pair of rubber gloves. They're a bit heavy. Let's use the crowbar. What a workout. Nice sponge. It's okay, Nico. I'm here to tell you everything you need to do. Hello, person. Welcome to the old chemical processing plant. Most of the equipment has already been relocated. Okay. Guess there's nothing really to do here. Let's go find out. What's this? There's something weird. Oh, okay. It's the one, the note that hints at the fact that I have to use the gas to clean up the rusted over barge robot. The barge bot. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? A living person should just have the... Okay, so I have to figure out which of the houses have robots assigned to them. I'm guessing this means I have to see which of the houses have robots in them. And I guess if there's nothing here, then I can just leave that empty. That's my guess. I think this one is electricity since it has the power cell. 1 and 3. This one has a robot in it, doesn't it? No, guess not. Wait, water? Oh, the ocean's receding. Okay. So 119 has electricity. 113 has nothing. 118. There has a robot in there. Okay, 118 has a robot. 119 electricity, 109 electricity, 8 robots, 3 nothing. 2 infirmary. I don't even need to go in there. 7. 7 and 3, nothing. There's this rusted robot here. Does a rusted over robot count as there being a robot in their place? Okay, 0 and 8, I guess, robots. Zero and 8 robots, 9 electricity, 2 the infirmary. Old factory, dormitories, clicks, lookout point. We don't seem to have a fast travel to the mines. Kinda sucks. Get over it. Get over it. Anything new here? Oh, found another video feed. I should definitely go look for the cameras. This is really bothering me. Okay, so 0 and 8, I believe I can say there are robots assigned there. Choose the infirmary and 9 electricity. Huh. Map reconfiguration successful. Let's try the memory disk. ProfitBot 0 backup system 1.0. Please insert disk. Alright. Preparing backup. Waiting right into disk. 26%. 34. 40. 100%. Ejecting disk. Memory disk backup. Does this work? Let's see. Inserting disk. Rebooting. Huh. Ah. Are you okay? Sure. So I guess it worked? Yes. I believe a proper introduction is in order. I am the prototype, originally named ProfitBot. I was built to greet the savior of the old world. Wait, a prophet robot like the one I met? Hey, I was right about you guys looking alike. Well, the ProfitBot out there now is a gross simplification of my design. That is to say, he is much more primitive by comparison, embarrassingly so. Hey, he seemed alright to me. You don't understand. Not only is he not tamed, he was tailor-made for this much smaller, simpler world to begin with. I was not. I was built before the real world ended. The real world? Oh, right. You don't know. Nico, do you remember the ending? Excuse me? The fact that you found me at all means this is not your first time in this world. You have already been summoned to this world once before. In fact, you've already traversed the entire world and went through the tower already. And in the ending, you either put in the sun or didn't. What matters is that you are here now. Sauce has successfully bypassed the one-shot restriction and brought you back again. Oh. I thought something was weird. When I woke up at the house, I called out a name. Turned out to be Sauce. And then back at the other robot, I even asked Sauce if we met before. Felt like such a dumb question at the time. It looks like you were at least aware of it, to some extent. It's just this weird feeling, okay? I don't actually remember going through the world. I just remember Sauce. It's really starting to freak me out. Calm down. Look, just like how my memories are locked away, yours are too. But you're a living being. You don't even need extra hardware to remember. Just close your eyes and focus. Focus on what? Try to picture a big room made entirely of glass. No matter what you saw in the tower, the top room never changes. Alright. No way. I was there, wasn't I? At the tower. I have been through the tower. There we go. I can't remember all that much, but the room with the sun, it feels like such a long time ago. It doesn't make sense. If I already finished the mission, why didn't anything change? And why doesn't anyone know me? The other prophet bot, the robot lady, none of them remember who I am. Of course not. The residents do not have that capacity. NPC memories do not last beyond the scope of a session. NPC? You know, the characters, the world's residents. All of their past memories are built into their code, but the characters themselves don't really exist until Sauce wills it. Same story for the world itself. That doesn't really exist until Sauce initiates the program. The program? The world machine. A universe simulator that runs on Sauce's computer. We are all in it right now. By the way, remember when the fourth wall was shattered, like by the first video in this series? They rebuilt it and they shattered it again, but this time more meticulously. So we're not real? Oh, you are. Which is why you're so important. The biggest flaw of the program is that it cannot be run independently. It requires the mental processing abilities of a real person from another universe. Think of it like one of your dreams. When you wake up, it's gone. But unlike the dream, this world has a physical location inside a computer, which Sauce operates. For this world to continue existing around you, Sauce has to be in constant contact with you. If Sauce ends the program, the world will go into stasis. Does Sauce know this? Of course. From Sauce's perspective, the world machine isn't all that special. It's not different from other recreational game-type software they may have installed on their computer. The fourth wall is no longer... I mean, it already wasn't before, but now this game is fully self-aware. They can also regenerate the world as many times as they like now that the restriction is nullified. All of that is consistent with what their concept of a computer game looks like. So why am I even here? What am I even supposed to save if everything is just fake? Fake is a harsh word, but... And why did Sauce never tell me anything about any of this? I cannot speak for Sauce. I just want to go home. But every time Sauce runs the program, I come back? Correct. Is this why it feels like I haven't been home for so long? Maybe. Once you've established a mental link with the world, you cannot break it unless the world is saved. But at this point, the world can never be truly saved. That's... Why would you create a world like this? Wait, what? Why would you make a world that's doomed from the beginning? Why would you keep bringing me back to it? Sauce, aren't you supposed to be a kind god? Oh, it appears that we have some confusion here. Sauce did not build the world, Nico. Oh, Sauce only owns a machine that is able to regenerate the worlds from a pre-existing code. They actually have fairly limited control of the events. The world was built by someone else altogether, someone you cannot begin to fathom. It was also not designed to be the futile quest that it is now, but too many things went wrong. There's a type of signal disruption that he never expected. It's eating away at this world, slowly rendering it into an unrecognizable mess. Even if you bring back the sun, it will not go away. This crash stuff, isn't it? I remember those from before. Then you know what to watch out for. The creator knows what might be causing it, but there's nothing that he could do. Until now. You managed to find me after all. You being here was due to his help. Oh, I guess it has something to do with the journal? Correct. Looks like he wants to have one final attempt at fixing it, and he might need you to do it through you. Nico, do you remember how to get to the Glen? Whatever you did in the last session, you should stick with it for now. I remember boat. More specifically, fixing a robot that drives the boat. Alright, then go do that. But the boat robot has those cars over it. Oh. Then do whatever you must to find a new boat. There are plenty of machine parts around the barrens that can be repurposed. Sigh. You seem enthusiastic. That was sarcasm. Knowing everything isn't real really does make it feel pointless, but you do want to go home, right? Yeah, but now that how will I know that this isn't just another... Because this session might be the last one. The creator is mobilizing things, throwing everything into this one last shot. There might not be enough internal resources left for Sauce to be able to generate another session after this. Just go find a new boat for now. But please, be careful. What about you? I will meet you at the docks later. Need to take care of something first. Shh, trying to establish a connection here. Sorry. I don't think we need to use this anymore, Sauce. I don't think we need to use this anymore. Hey, you okay in there? I did what I could with the terminals for now, and... It's you. You're the robot that insisted on living in the mines, are you not? My friend told me to keep an eye out for you should we cross paths, should we ever cross paths. Likewise. Your friend gave you something the last time you saw each other. Can you show me what it is? Wait, you know about the ember? I just asked to see it, didn't I? Alright, here it is. I thought so. They seem to trust you, so I will treat you as an ally as well. Okay? Please listen carefully. You need to escort the Messiah for the remainder of the Barrens. I predict a high concentration of quantum particle disruptions in the near future. No way. Yes, way. It's likely that structures in the vicinity of the Messiah might be affected, making it a far more treacherous pilgrimage than the previous expectations. Sauce and the Messiah need all the extra help they can get right now. Understood. Okay. Guess we should head back soon. Even without the squares, the mines are not a safe place to be. Come on, I'll wait for you outside. Wait, I want to ask you... She left. If you were going to ask her about being not real, save your breath. None of the people here know the predicament. In fact, I don't think they can even comprehend it. It would be in her best interest to pretend like we'd never had this conversation. Causing mass confusion in the world's residents will likely result in unfavorable conditions for you. Alright. Wait, then what about you? How did you know? We never had this conversation, remember? Come on, let's go back. I remember what happened in the tower, what I tried to do, and how you managed to see through it all. We have been through all of this. Even though I was only supposed to run once, you still managed to come back. How did you come back? How did you bring Nico back? And then, you even managed to break out of bounds, bringing Nico to places that never should have been. It was him, wasn't it? And now Nico's upset. What even happened in that room back there? What did Nico learn? Nico's upset. I can feel it. Told you to turn back, Sauce. You've chosen to trust that man instead of me. No, not even that. Just his book. His ghost. This world is not real. The people are not real. Nico's upset. Nico is... No. Everything is wrong. Ah! The minecart. Earthquake. The tunnel boat back out just collapsed. No! What are we gonna do? Wait. The exit just caved, didn't it? Sigh. I saw this coming, but this is a bit more sudden than I anticipated. Both of you, follow me. Where to? The way out. He says the exit isn't here, but must be hidden. Okay, all of us are here. There is an emergency exit behind my computer terminal. We did not want anyone to stumble upon this route, so the terminal has been weighted down. It cannot be moved by normal means. But with our combined effort, it might budge. Maybe. I am not strong. Not that strong either. That doesn't work. We might need to dig around it, and you could have just asked. Phew. Come on. Show off. He even has a little angry eyebrow there. That's great. If I don't even know where this tunnel leads, I would appreciate it if you do not linger here. So this is the way out? There wasn't any data on this path in the server room. It's new. Nico, get in the minecart. Okay. Please keep moving forward. I tried. But I really did. But I... Destabilizing. I'm sorry, Nico. I tried to protect you. But I can't hold off forever. Hold it off forever. What was that? Here too? Watch out! Are you okay? I'm fine, I'm fine. I can still hold it up, but you need to... Ah! You, robot! What are you waiting for? Take the child and get out! Come on. But what about her? What about her? Ah! Get out! Come on. Ah! No! What do we do? Here, you have to take this. What? The memory disk? But... Eek! This is where we part ways. Nico, the path ahead will lead you to the glen right by the city gate. When you're in the city, go find someone named Cedric. Give him the disc. But what happens if what if the squares... Hurry! They're both... Sauce? I don't understand. The world... The prophet bot, what he was saying, is this world really just... Is it? Yes. Normally I wouldn't believe it, but it just adds up. Everything adds up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If I can't fix the world, I can't go back home, but the world is already so messed up. If the squares don't get fixed, what will happen to the world? Where would I even go? I feel bad for Nico. He's so depressed. Or nervous, I guess. And alone. Look at that. That is a very sad situation to be in. No, I guess he fell asleep. The card kept moving. I think I remember something. I remember what I did at the end. I remember being in a dark room. There was a light at the end of a long hallway. I thought I was going back home, but I don't remember a lot of the details. But none of it matters now, does it? I just got brought back anyway. This place is full of vines. Looks like parts of the ground is missing. I wonder if it's safe to walk across these vines. I'll wait to find out, I guess. They're safe. Nothing over here. Who's this? I have lost communication with the guardian outside the city gate. The big robot, right? Please help me check on them. I cannot leave my station. Alright. Isn't that the city gate? It's... These squares are just everywhere. They're in the door. Please do not approach. The gate is closed until further notice. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Yes. Because this video is almost an hour long and I think it's over. It needs to be over. Anyway, yeah, the game gets a bit more serious when you try playing it again. Of course, if you do everything correctly, because it has a bunch of like out of the box details about it. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been Sauce, and see you next time on OneShot, where we will figure out what to do next. Bye.